Bonjour and welcome back to my channel. My name is Claude and today I'm going to be doing your weekly pick a deck tarot reading for the week beginning 2nd of May. So as per usual, this is going to be deck 1, deck 2 and deck 3. The timestamps will be in the description box below. I'm going to ask you to softly gaze upon the back of the cards, and when you're ready to close your eyes, and the first deck that pops into your mind's eye, which is between your eyebrows, is the deck that you are attracted to for this week. So if I don't give you enough time, please by all means just hit the pause button. Okay. Hello to my Aquarians who chose deck number 1. You have chosen a deck called Odin's Playbook. It is by Danielle Norman, and the information on this deck will be in the description box below if you are interested in it. Now please do remember those are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody. Take what resonates and just drop the rest. Now what do we have from Aquarians who chose Odin's Playbook tarot deck? Show me, please. So we begin your reading with the Three of Swords. Crossing it, we have a major arcana. This is the Wheel of Fortune in this deck. Below you, you have the Seven of Cups. Above you, the Three of Wands. So you've got already 2 threes in your spread. Behind you, you have another major arcana. This is the Emperor. Ahead of you, the Eight of Pentacles. In the advice position, you have another major arcana. You have the Lover's card. In the environment, you've got the Four of Cups. Hopes and fears, the Two of Swords. Let me push that there. And for your outcome, you have the Six of Swords. And bottom of the deck, which is the energy that's supporting you and is around you, but you may not be aware of, you have the Chieftain of Wands. Now, the chieftains, they are the equivalent of queens in this deck, even though they may not be represented by female all the time. Because this is a general reading anyway, I do not attach any importance to genders. But the chieftains, they are the queens. So, what's supporting you is the Queen of Cups. So Cups is the emotional realm. This is what makes you happy or unhappy, your intuition and your creative potential. And the Queen of Cups, and I'm sure if you're familiar with the tarot imagery, you can see that this figure here is concentrating on the cup, just like the Queen of Cups is in the standard Rider-Waite-Smith, for instance. And this is someone who's very much aware of what is important to them on an emotional level. This is someone who will make decisions based on their heart space. Someone who's nurturing, loving, and really is intent on manifesting what makes them happy. It can also represent someone who's very, very much in touch with their intuition. So this is the kind of energy that you've got around you at the moment. And in the near past, you have the Emperor. Now, to me, as a tarot reader, the major arcana represents a more permanent type of energy. They are the intervention of your spirit team, so the universe, God, your angels, your ancestors, whoever you work with, providing you with situations, events, people that will make you evolve, whether it's emotionally, spiritually, or mentally. So you had a big energy in the near past, and the father is the emperor. Is ruled by number 4, which is the number of strong foundations and stability. And you have another number 4 right here as well. And the emperor is someone who's very successful, powerful, not someone who lacks confidence, someone who knows how to get their troops to success. So someone who builds empire. So it's a very powerful image, very masculine image, but it can be a female that represents the traits of masculine energy. Someone who will take action, and someone who knows success. It can be a parent figure. It can also be someone who can be a bit overbearing. I mean, think about how emperors behaved throughout history. It could be someone who was, yes, a bit overbearing, controlling, even, I have to say it before some of you, even abusive. And it could be a father figure, just so we're clear. But this person was very significant to you in the near past. They've taught you a lesson. And please remember, with the major arcana, I do believe that things happen for you and not to you. This happens so that you may grow. But there is something about this person in your past. Near past, anyway. And in the middle of your spread, which is you at the moment, your situation, you have the 3 of Swords. Now, the 3 represents growth, expansion, creation. And you also have a number 3 in your focus, your conscious mind. Swords is to do with the mental realm, so they represent your knowledge, your ideas, your thoughts, also truths coming your way through different means of communication. This is really the cerebral suit. People who represent the characteristic of this suit are very factual, and they don't mince their words, and sometimes they are perceived very abrasive. And that's why, axes, swords, they cut. The 3 of Swords really talks about a breakthrough. It talks about breaking out of the indecision of the 2 of Swords, but it may be painful because this breakthrough might come from some news coming your way. So you may have had some news, something may have been revealed regarding this emperor over here, and it has been really unpleasant. Let's just put it this way. It's a growth that's coming at a cost. It's not easy for you to get your head around this. And right now, you are kept in this state by the Wheel of Fortune, because the Wheel of Fortune is blocking you. And the Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana again. And the wheel is always turning. So it's the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. And this wheel is blocking you because things have not fallen into place yet for you to be able to move on, is what I'm getting from this. Because you really want to move on. You have the 3 of Wands here in your conscious mind. This is really Wands being passion, desire, power. This is really talking about having a clear sense of direction, wanting to see the growth of whatever it is your heart desires. It could represent, just for this reading, I normally don't read it that way, but I'm getting this message, you really wanting to move away and grow from this. But the Wheel of Fortune is blocking you at the moment because it's your spirit team telling you, not yet. It will happen, but not yet. You're not ready yet, is what I'm hearing. And in your subconscious mind, you have the 7 of Cups. Now, your subconscious mind, to me, is your higher self trying to talk to you. 7 is the number of experience, of analysis, self-evaluation. So the cups, they're the emotional realms, as I've explained with the Queen of Cups. And the 7 of Cups can represent having opportunities, different opportunities, and feeling slightly overwhelmed, not knowing which one to choose. But it could also represent some emotional qualities you have that you have not discovered yet, and you are yet to discover. And so I think your higher self is trying to tell you that you have qualities that you have not tapped into, that you do not know of yet, and you really want to move forward with this Three of Wands, but until you realize your exceptional qualities, the Wheel of Fortune is going to block you. So it is really about, and I would be very aware of any kind of messages or signs or synchronicities that you encounter, or any download or anything from your dreams, because these qualities may be revealed to you in this manner by your higher self. It really is that message I'm hearing. I'm not hearing the message of, opportunities and you feeling overwhelmed. This is not at all what I'm getting. I'm really getting the fact that you have some very, very special qualities about yourself, about your person, that you are not aware of. And your higher self is trying to show them to you, so you may move forward out of this Three of Swords energy. Because maybe this Three of Swords has cut you really deep, because this person has made you doubt yourself on an emotional level. Maybe you feel that you are not worthy. Whatever this is a message for somebody. But you do have incredible, untapped personal qualities that your higher self is trying to bring forward. And with the Queen of Cups supporting you, it really is a time to look at what makes you happy, nurture yourself, and trust your intuition to move forward. And in the near future, you've got the Eight of Pentacles. Now, it's nice to see a number 8 in this position, because 8 is advancement in any suit. So it's really nice to see that things are going to move forward in the near future. You're not going to be stuck in this Three of Swords energy. And the Pentacles represent your physical world. So this is home life, work life, jobs, financial assets, careers, where you live. The Eight of Pentacles talks about working diligently, applying yourself, putting time and effort into something, and things moving forward because of it, because of this dedication. It's a slow advance, but it's earth energy, therefore it's reliable, and it will come. It's definitely going to come, and you can see her work is already looking very nice. It's nearly finished, so it's a really nice energy to have in the near future. In the advice, you have the Lovers, another major arcana in your reading. Now, the Lovers talks about having to make a big decision in your life. This is a crossroad, and it is you having to choose. Very often, this decision might be taking place in your heart, but the advice is to really contemplate both paths and make a decision, knowing that this decision is going to have an impact on your life for a longer term than if it were just, let's say, a Two of Wands or a Two of Pentacles, because these are just the minor arcana that represent day-to-day life. This is major arcana, big energy. This is a major crossroad in your life, which is why at the moment you are being blocked by the Wheel of Fortune, because the wheel dictates when you are ready to start this new cycle, which is going to be much more positive than the previous one. But obviously everything needs to happen in divine timing, and your spirit team is lining up things for you. And in your environment, you have the Four of Cups. This is the second number 4 you have, which is stability, strong foundation. And the Cups being the emotional realm, the Four of Cups talks about emotional stability. However, the shadow side of this card also talks about some kind of apathy, being blasé, having kind of lost your thirst for life, which I can see if you have the Three of Swords, and something's been revealed, or some truths have come about, or some communication came your way that's upset you, or hurt you, and you're being stuck there because of that Wheel of Fortune that's not spinned yet. I can see how you just want to move forward with the Three of Wands. It's not happening, and so you kind of you're in that meh energy, if that makes sense. I hope it does. But please do remember, with the Queen of Cups here, to really look at what is your ideal life in that cup. What does it represent? What is going to make you happy? And in your hopes and fears, you've got this Two of Swords, which I'm not surprised to see, because as I was explaining to you, the Three of Swords breaks you free from the Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Swords is not making a decision for lack of clarity or because you don't feel you're ready. So, you know, it is in your fears, you're worried that you're going to be at a standstill, that you're never going to know which way to go, or that you're never going to feel ready to move forward and take action. I see why this is here, but please rest assured that, you know, you are going to get out of this kind of stagnation. And do remember to look at your exceptional personal qualities that you've not looked at to get yourself out of this situation that you're in, and maybe be able to release this emperor, because maybe you're still holding on to this. That's for some of you, not all of you, because your final outcome is the Six of Swords. It's so nice to see such a nice movement forward happening at the end. I mean, you can see the sun is rising. It has very much the same color palette as the Lovers. Once you have made this very big decision, which could be the decision of loving yourself enough to see that maybe this emperor was not suited for you and that you deserve better, whatever this is, which is going to be slow work with the Eight of Pentacles, but if you work at it, once this decision is made, you're going to see the sun breaking through. And the Six is harmony, coming back after a change or a challenge, which you quite clearly have been through or are going through right now. And the Six of Swords really talks about having learned some lessons and taking them with you and looking positively, you know, with a positive mental attitude towards the future. It's leaving the past behind and having learned something from it, having grown, maybe, you know, some mental strength, whatever the case may be for you, and looking with a more positive outlook towards the future, because you know the worst is behind you. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If you did, or if the message helped you in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate your time. I wish you a fantastic week, and I will see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir. Hello to my Aquarians who chose deck number 2. You have chosen the Tarot of Marseille by Vincent Pitisci. The details for the deck will be in the description box below if you are interested. Now please remember, those are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody. Take what resonates and just drop the rest. So what do we have from Aquarians who chose the Tarot of Marseille? Now this is, by the way, the Black Keys edition, because it's got 2 editions of that one, and it has the Major Arcana in black. Very nice deck. Alright, let's see what we've got. So we begin your reading with the Five of Swords. Crossing it, you have a Major Arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, that's very interesting, because the first reading was the Three of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune crossing it too. So if you're hesitating between the two, you may want to check the first one as well. Below you, the Knight of Wands. Above you, the Two of Swords. Behind you, the Queen of Swords. That's a lot of swords energy for you. Ahead of you, the Empress, another Major Arcana. Beautiful to have in the near future, by the way. In the advanced position, you've got the Two of Cups, which is your second number 2. Let me push it up so you can see it. In the environment, Major Arcana again, the Moon. Hopes and Fears, another Major Arcana, the Fool. Final outcome, the Three of Cups. Nice. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy supporting you that you may not be aware of, you have the Knight of Coins. So in the near past, you have the Queen of Swords. Now, there are no genders attached to my readings. This is a general reading. So we're talking about the characteristics of this Queen. And Queen represents, to me anyway, the yin energy. It's receptive energy, as opposed to a king who's going to take action, yang energy. So patience, understanding. And the swords is to do with the mental realm. So this is thoughts, ideas, knowledge, truths, communication. It represents the suit of people who are very factual. The Queen of Swords is someone who, you know, he's going to see what no longer serves her from a factual point of view. She's going to reflect on the past, and as you can see, she's looking left, which is towards the past. And with her sword, she's going to cut what no longer serves her. So it may have been you may have been deciding to cut something or someone from your life, a situation or a person, take what resonates. Or this person was of a significant importance to you in the near past. It could be also a parent figure, a co-worker, a friend, but this is someone of importance or something that you had to do in the near past in order to move forward. And right now, you are in the Five of Swords energy. Now the Five represents change and challenge. So the Five of Swords really talks about some kind of a breakthrough, but doing things your own way, and it may not be liked by everybody, so it really recommends an approach that's going to be more diplomatic, because obviously the swords can cut. So it is a victory that can come at a cost. And you can clearly see that this sword is piercing through the resistance of the Four of the Swords. So you can see this is you trying to get that breakthrough, trying to gain that victory, but you're blocked by the Wheel of Fortune. Now, to me as a reader, the major arcanas represent the direct intervention of your spirit team. So God, the universe, the angels, your ancestors, whoever you work with. And they intervene to put you on the right path for fulfilling your life purpose, for instance, or to provide you with situations, events, people who are going to enable you to grow mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever it is you need at the time. And they represent, therefore, a more permanent type of energy, because the minor arcana is to do with the day-to-day stuff. So the Wheel of Fortune really talks about the end of a cycle and the beginning of another one. It is ruled by number 10, completion. And it's forever spinning. So, you know, sometimes your luck is up, sometimes your luck is down. And for me, to see the Wheel of Fortune, which normally indicates movement and things changing, blocking you from this breakthrough, what I'm seeing is that your spirit team is keeping you there, and they're keeping you there for a reason until they can provide you with whatever it is that you need to move forward. It will spin, it continuously spin, but it will stop to enable you to move at some point, and at the moment it's not happening. I hope this makes sense. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. And in your clear focus, your conscious mind, you have the Two of Swords. And the two in the tarot represents duality, polarity, decisions, sometimes relationships, partnerships. And the Two of Swords really talks about not making a decision. And it is a conscious decision, it is a mental decision that you're making. Because it could be you feel you do not have the clarity you require. You're not quite sure which way to go. Or because you are simply protecting yourself. If you look at the imagery in the Tarot de Marseille, you can see this flower, it's starting to grow, it's starting to bloom, and this is protective. This is erecting some defenses, some boundaries I'm hearing as well, to protect something that's in development right now. So I see this as you trying to protect yourself. Maybe, as I said, if you're the one who's embodying the Queen of Swords, your sword is still up and you don't want to get hurt again. If this is the person who was in your near past, you protecting yourself from them. If it's a co-worker who's just, quite frankly, you know, not very nice, that could be it. But at the moment, you are not moving. And this is a clear, conscious decision not to move. In your subconscious, you have the Knight of Wands. Now, the subconscious to me is your higher self trying to speak to you, trying to guide you. And Knights represents movement forwards, changes, things, starting to pick up momentum. And the Wands, it is to do with passion, desires, power. The Knight of Wands really represents an offer coming your way that's going to be very exciting, or you embracing a change of direction, for deciding to follow your passions, what really excites you really and sets your heart and soul on fire. It's fire energy. But this is in your subconscious mind. And so when I look at what your clear focus is and what your subconscious is saying, they're in opposition, because this is no, I'm not moving, and I've decided I'm not moving right now because I'm not ready. And your subconscious saying, hey, take this offer, or get on your horse and follow your dream, whatever it is that, you find, is giving your life a purpose. So there is a kind of a conflict here that obviously needs to be overcome. So I would be obviously paying attention to any downloads you may need, look at your dreams and signs and all of that good stuff. Because you also have supporting you another Knight, the Knight of Coins. So this is, movement, twice now, things wanting to move forward, providing you with change, and you in that position of, I'm not ready to move. Now the Knight of Coins is a different type of energy because it's earth energy. So it is, it's slower energy, but it is also more reliable, it's dependable energy. If you want something done, you expect the Knight of Coins to be here. That's the one you want to see. The Knight of Coins is someone who has a clear goal in sight, and it shows advancement in the physical world, because the coins are home life, work life, jobs, careers, finances, and obviously where you live as well. So there is a supportive energy of having a goal in mind, following it, planning for it, and slowly but surely moving towards it, which is a really nice supportive energy, because it is followed by the Empress. Now, the Empress is a beautiful energy because she is ruled by number 3, which is growth, expansion, creation. And she represents lacking for nothing. She is fertility, so it's the birth of a project. It's the birth of a child, the birth of a new relationship. It's anything that you want to grow is there. She's beauty, nurturing. She really is a very, very positive card, very positive in finances and in love. So this is coming to you in the near future. As I said, when your spirit team, when they see that you are out of this indecisive moment and protective mode, the wheel will spin, and whatever comes right of the Wheel of Fortune in a spread is what it's bringing, and it is bringing you growth, abundance, prosperity of any kind. And your advice is the Two of Cups. Now, as I previously said, because you do have the Two of Swords over there, the twos are dualities, polarities, decisions, and relationship. So there could be a significant relationship here where you are being advised to open up to. That could be that, okay? It could be a love relationship, or it could be an incredibly powerful partnership or friendship, or a relationship with a family member, someone you can really trust. So that could be that. But it could also represent your conscious mind and your higher self, and the advice being to marry them. I hope I'm making sense, because as I said to you, there is a stark contrast between what your conscious mind is concentrating on and your subconscious mind, which is your higher self, what they're trying to tell you. And so this would be the perfect partnership, reconciling them, dropping your defenses. Now, obviously, you have free will. I will never presume to tell you how to lead your life. I'm just reading the energies, okay? And obviously, remember that every thought that you decide to nurture and every action you take will ultimately alternate the outcome, which is, in my mind, brilliant, because it means you're sovereign of your life. But this is the advice. Either allow this partnership or beautiful relationship to be your support, your advisor, or reconcile your higher self and your conscious self. And in the environment right now, you have the moon, which I wasn't surprised to see. This is another major arcana. Now the moon, and there are layers to the cards, but it talks about things being uncertain, things being hidden, because you don't see clearly in the moonlight, or not as clearly as you would in the sunlight anyway. It talks about your intuition. It talks also about deeply buried feelings here under the ground. But to me, really, in this reading, this is this atmosphere around you of things are veiled. I don't have the clarity with this Two of Swords. I don't know how to move forward. I'm unsure. This is why you are unsure, because the moon is around you, and this is happening because your spirit team are lining up things for you. And obviously everything will happen in divine timing. And in your hopes and fears, you have the Fool, your final major arcana. You are hoping for a new beginning. You are hoping that you are going to be able to drop your defenses and embrace this new beginning, because the Fool energy really is like a childlike energy. It's going on a new venture, which subconsciously you're aware of because it's there with the Knight of Wands. It's also supporting you with the Knight of Coins. And this is embracing the childlike energy, your inner child, and just leaping forward. It is the leap of faith, which can be terrifying, let's be honest. Us adults, we have been burned, and so we know that sometimes embracing the Full energy could be risky, and this is why we don't, and this is why we have those blocks with the Two of Swords. But you're hoping for it, which obviously is very positive. And with the Empress coming your way in the near future, I believe that this period of things being veiled and unclear is going to lift up, because you have the Three of Cups as your final outcome, which is a superb energy. Because you look at the near future, you have 3, the Empress, final outcome, 3 of Cups. So 2 number 3s, growth, expansion, creation. Cups is the emotional realm. This is something to celebrate. This is having people around you and sharing your happiness, your big news. So in the near future, there is going to be something that's going to be growing, or that's going to be birthed, whatever this is, love, jobs, career, business, whatever this is that you're looking at, and you're going to have real cause for rejoicing and feeling good and sharing this happiness with other people. So it's a very, very positive reading, with things looking up for you in the near future. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. If you did, or if the message helped you in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate your time. I wish you a fantastic week, and I'll see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir. Hello to my Aquarians who chose deck number 3. You have chosen the Magical Dogs Tarot by Mickey and Daniel Mueller. The details for this deck will be in the description box below if you're interested. Now please do bear in mind those are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody. Take what resonates and just drop the rest. Now what do we have for my Aquarians who are attracted to the Magical Dogs Tarot? So we begin your reading with the Four of Cups. Crossing it, we have the Nine of Cups. Below you, Nine of Wands. So you've got 2 nines already. Above you, the Ace of Swords. Behind you, This is the King of Pentacles or coins. It's called the Earth Alpha Male. Ahead of you, you've got the Ten of Wands. Nice progression between your 9 and your 10. In the advanced position, you have the Sky Puppy. That's the Page of Swords. The environment, you've got the Five of Cups. Hopes and fears, the Six of Coins or Pentacles. And your outcome is, wow, the Empress, Major Arcana. Beautiful outcome. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy supporting you that you may not be aware of. You have the Sea Alpha Female, that is the Queen of Cups. And I think she came out as a supporting energy for the first reading. So you may have something, if you are hesitating between reading 1 and 3, you may want to check this out. So the Sea Alpha Female, so the Queen of Cups. Cups is the emotional realm, and the queens for me, they represent the yin energy. They are receptive, they represent patience and understanding, as opposed to a king who's yang and who's going to take action. They're quite high obviously in the suit, they're just one away from having mastery. And the Queen of Cups really is someone who is completely devoted to her own happiness. She's always represented staring at the cup that contains her happiness, which is that orb in this deck. It also represents intuition. So this is nurturing, healing, loving energy. So this could be someone supporting you, and it doesn't have to be a female, no genders attached. It's someone who exhibits the characteristic of this queen. Or it could be you being incredibly in touch with your feelings, emotions, and your intuition, and looking at lives, and at the moment anyway, through this kind of lens. Very nice supportive energy to have. So at the core of this, we have the Four of Cups. Now, I've got to say, you do have quite a few cups element here. You have 1, 2, 3, and I think there's another one there, 4. Yeah, you've got 4 cups energy out of 10. So this is the emotional realm. This is what makes you happy, unhappy, your potential for creativity as well, and also your intuition. And 4 is the number of strong foundation and stability. So the 4 of Cups, on a positive note, really is emotional stability. However, us humans, you know, after a while, we take things for granted, and then we become blasé. You know, it's that apathy. It's the well, you know, I'm kind of bored. I've lost my thirst for life because, well, this is all nice and cozy, but things aren't really moving. You see, he's dreaming of bigger things, and it's just not happening. It doesn't like what he's got in his cup. So this is the kind of center of your spread, and it is crossed by the 9 of Cups, which is a beautiful energy, because 9 is achievements. 9 of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. It's being super happy, delighted. I mean, look how chuffed he is with his 9 fish, you can see. And really, yeah, it's just pure happiness, having what you want. And this is crossing this kind of boredom, blasé attitude from this 4 of Cups in the middle. You know, it is a stable card, and it seems to be your wish fulfillment. In the near past, you have the King of Pentacles. Now, the King are the masters of the suit, as I've explained when I was going through the Queen there. So Pentacles is to do with the physical realm, your home life, your work life, so where you live, but jobs, careers, finances, education, all of that. And the King of Pentacles really is a very successful individual, male or female, someone who knows how to grow things, someone who's very practical, pragmatic, who knows how to take a calculated risk and make things grow. He's prosperous, very successful, abundant, very comfortable. It's earth energy, so it's very dependable as well as someone you can rely upon. So this person might be someone who's provided you with this 4 cup energy of feeling emotionally stable, but then you got into a routine, and it was this king was your wish fulfillment, but it kind of turned out to not be exactly that, you know. It's that scenario of this is what I thought I wanted, but actually I don't because now I'm bored. It's that kind of energy I'm getting. So it could be someone who you are currently in a relationship with, or and you're bored, or it could be a job that provides you with stability financially. You know, you thought it was everything for you, that would be the career you wanted or the job title you wanted, and actually, well, do you know what? It's kind of bland and I'm not really happy. So whatever reason you're here, whether it be for love or for career, you see where I'm going with this. And in your clear focus, your conscious mind, you've got the Ace of Swords. Now, aces represent new beginning. They represent the seed of any suit, the potential of them. And swords being the mental realm, they represent facts, knowledge, ideas, communication, truths. The Ace of Swords represents an epiphany for me. It's that aha moment, the light bulb lighting above your head and you know what to do. It's that victory from this situation, this apathy, where you're like, I have everything I thought I wanted and wished for, and I'm not happy. And so you want this victory, this breakthrough. You're thinking intensely on what to do, you know, to get out of this kind of yuck energy. And in your subconscious mind, you have the Nine of Wands. Now, to me, the subconscious is your higher self trying to talk to you. And 9, as I said with the 9 of Cups, you have 2 here, represents achievements in any suit. Now, the Wands is passion, power, desire, is fire energy. The 9 of Wands talks about giving 200% to something because this is what your heart and soul truly yearn for, and never giving up. Yes, it means you're going to be exhausted. Yes, you're going to get some bruises and cuts because, you know, this is what happens when you follow something so passionately. But now is not the time to give up, is what the message is from the 9 of Wands. So on your conscious mind, you are hoping for an epiphany, and your subconscious, your higher self, is saying, hey, I'm trying to talk to you. You need to persevere, because then soon you'll have your 10 of Wands, which is successfully dropping your burden. So again, you have free will. Please, you know, I will never presume to tell you what to do. I'm just reading the energies, but this is the conversation going on here. And also remember that every thought that you choose to nurture will grow. So obviously negative thinking manifests negative thinking, and positive will manifest positive. You get where I'm going. And in the near future, you have that progression from the 9 of Wands here to the 10 of Wands. 10 is completion. This is successfully dropping your burden. People tend to see the 10 of Wands as a negative card of being burdened and you can't take it anymore. This is not true in my mind. You can see he's successful. He's dragged his 10 wands. It's been hard, because anything you do with a lot of passion and fire behind is exhausting. But he successfully brought back the 10 wands to the village. There is a successful ending to it, and this is the relief, you know, like the weight of your shoulders comes off when you reach the 10 of wands, which to me is a very positive card for this reason. And in the advice, you have the Page of Swords. Now, the pages, they represent news coming your way. They represent, you know, obviously messages. They represent new directions, looking at things from, you know, a different perspective. And they also represent a certain level of inexperience, so the keenness of learning. Now, the Page of Swords could be some news coming your way to give you advice on what to do. So it may well be that you're going to get some news, text, email, whatever, phone call, even someone coming to see you to tell you something, give you some facts, that even some words of wisdom, who knows, that may help you getting to that point of 10 of wands and, you know, dropping the wands. But the Page of Swords also represents preparing yourself for future challenges by getting as much data, facts, knowledge on what it is you need to do. So the advice here would be to do your research, you know, get the data, the facts, search for things like that, so that you have everything you need in order to move forward, you know, to get this victory that you're looking for over there, this epiphany. And in the environment, you have the Five of Cups. Now, I'm not surprised, because at the center of your spread, you've got the Four of Cups. Four being this blasé, boredom, apathy, lost the thirst for life, and then, yeah, the Five is a challenge. So Five of Cups is an emotional challenge. So as I got the feeling immediately from your reading, this is disappointment. It could be regret, it could be sorrow, but I'm really getting the vibe of disappointment. You thought this situation or person, this job, this person, this relationship would bring you the wish fulfillment, that it was everything you wanted, and actually once you got it, it turned out to be, well, not fulfilling for you. You just, I mean, you can never know, you know. And so this is this atmosphere around you of, you know, disappointment, regret, which obviously you're keen to want to break free from, which I totally understand. And in your hopes and fears, you've got the Six of Pentacles. So overcoming the challenge. Six is harmony after having done so. And the Pentacles represent your physical world. That's the card that represents the perfect equilibrium between giving and receiving, between movement and stagnation. So you're hoping for that. You're hoping for things to at least move in an, you know, equal manner, rather than being kind of stuck here in the middle and things being, quite frankly, dull is the word that's screaming in my ears right now. So again, unsurprised to see this card here. And you have the beautiful outcome of the Empress. So in the near future, if you look at what you're trying to achieve, which is that epiphany, that breakthrough, that victory, the near future, the Ten of Wands, dropping your wand successfully, having completed the cycle successfully, knowing that you're now free and the burden has gone and you feel that relief, the weight has gone. And then you get the beautiful Empress, led by number 3, growth, creation, expansion. Major arcanas are big energy for me. They represent your divine team intervening for you. So source, the universe, the angels, gods, your ancestors, whoever you work with, nudging you in the right direction, providing you with an experience that's going to enable you to grow mentally, spiritually, emotionally, whatever the case may be for you. The message is very clear for me. You know, you drop these wands successfully, you experience the relief because you have carried through this cycle, this experience, and you have learned from it, and now very good things are going to come your way. Because the Empress represents prosperity, abundance, lacking for nothing in any ways. So fertility, birth of a project, of a business, birth of a child, birth of a new relationship, anything like that, beauty, creativity, this is what's going to happen once you successfully drop your wands. So this is the best outcome really you could hope for. Well, in my mind anyway, I think is very good. So please do not be worried if at the moment life is seeming dull and you feel stuck and you're disappointed, because things are going to move forward. And do pay attention to any messages coming your way, any offer of support, or do your research, whatever the case may be. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. If you did, or if this message helped you in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I am really grateful for your time. I wish you a fantastic week, and I will see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.